today we've got Olaf Wrieden, and he's come here to talk about Mac. Now, Olaf is from, he was head boy at Wrieden College. I'm learning this from memory, so I hope I get this right. He is studying computer and business at AUT Auckland University, and you're also a Mac OS software developer.
Yes, that's right. So I develop for Mac and for iOS as well. Those are the iPads and iPhone and so on.
Great. So today it's going to be about 21 tricks. Fantastic, because we all learn a few tricks on our Macs. That's pretty good.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me here. So let's get started, right? So my name is Olaf Wrieden. I am studying at the Auckland University of Technology. I'm in business and in computer science. And I thought about this a while ago because I think in the next couple of years we'll really see the big growth in the business side, utilising computer science to produce more and to grow essentially. And also the computer science side needs a lot of business. So that's why I like it quite nicely. I'm a self-taught programmer, like you said earlier, and I'm also a cybersecurity enthusiast. So one of those questions, if you have any security-related problems or questions. I also mentor business students, high school and university. That's something I quite enjoy. And I actually have the privilege of being trained as by an on-site technician during my early years at high school. So as I was going about my day, obviously you get morning tea and lunch breaks at high school, and during the lunch breaks I used to just go into the IT department, and the guy was fantastic. He was just training me in a lot of things, and that's how I grew my knowledge in the big field of IT essentially. And I specialise in Mac because, well, there's this discussion going on, do I go Mac, do I go Windows? And for me, Mac has just always worked out. So. Yeah. Great, obvious. Alright, now, how do we make the most of the talk? Well, I'll teach you 21 productivity tips and tricks, and there'll be lots of helpful shortcuts along the way. Now, all the slides, and also recording this, so you might be able to just watch it back later on, will be made available after the talk. So, no pressure, the writing and so on. I'll probably just upload this online somewhere, and I'll share the links so you guys all get a copy of it. Okay. Now I will be encouraging everyone to participate a little bit. That's how we learn. That's how I learned. And this talk is not about Windows, and so I just want to put that out there. All right. So before we start, I'm curious to know: is anyone new to Mac? Has anyone recently joined who moved from Windows to Mac? Is anyone new? No? Okay. Pretty good. Has everyone got an Apple computer? By the way, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air? Yeah? Perfect. I know a lot of people want to replicate these tips and tricks on the iPad or on their iPhone. But I will be basing this mostly on macOS, which is obviously computer side. Anyone really Mac savvy? Mac savvy? Lots of experts? Alright, cool. Who wants to learn? Great. Alright, so after these 21 tips and tricks, I want you all to remember one trick that you've never used before, and one that you will apply as soon as you get to your Mac. Alright, so at the end we'll go around and we'll pick a few good ones. So make sure you remember all. Alright, how do we differentiate between Mac Windows users? We asked this question: how do you copy on a Mac, how do you paste on a Mac, and how do you cut on a Mac? Anybody?
Control C.
Control C, great, to paste.
Control V.
Yep.
Control X.
Now that's where you get a translate. With text, it's alright, we can copy, cut text using Control X, that always works. But when it comes to files, we get into this area of having to use Command C to copy the file, and then pressing Command Option V to essentially paste the file and move it. So the Mac philosophy here is copy to the clipboard first, and then either duplicate it or move it entirely. And so that's what this is all about. And this is the one thing that everyone who's migrated from Windows to Mac is going to get wrong, that second one. So great. Moving on, screenshots, anybody? Yeah? Perfect, know how to make them?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I can use grab.
You can use Grab. Are you guys all using shortcuts for it, or are you using Grab?
I must admit, I take a photo of the screen with a... So, the mind...
Alright then. Alright, so great. We have three ways of making screenshots on the Mac. We can capture the entire screen, we can capture a selected area of the screen, or we can capture a single window. And I'll show you how to do this right now. Okay, so here we are. Let's just open up. Let's open up the calendar. Here we go. Okay, so we want to capture the entire window. So what do? We press Command Shift 3.
Yeah.
And you will see that we have a. Actually, you won't be able to see it fully. Alright, let's quickly get the slides. You will see. There we go. Have the PowerPoint open. Okay, so here we go. Screenshot right there of the entire screen. You can see we get the entire frame on there. Now, what about if you just want to capture that one little window? Let's do it here. We're holding Command Shift 4, and you can see that in the top there we get this this little icon which shows us where we start to capture, and then we just click and drag the area that we need. And there we go, only the one section. Now what about the entire window? What we can do here is we can hold Command Shift 4 and get the same result as we did last time, only this time we're hitting the space bar. And you'll see it changes to a little camera icon. Click that, and we get a perfect snip of just the window. Now this works across Mac in any application you want. It's quite useful. No, right back to this. Now by default, I have to say this, by default all the images, all the captures are saved to the desktop and as PNG files. So that stands for portable network graphics. That's all not too interesting, I have to this, but that's how it works. Great. What about text? How do you guys take a screenshot of text? You guys all know what I mean by this? Okay. What we can do with text is we can simply drag it. So imagine you're filling out an online form, right? But you don't want to submit it yet. What happens is you want to restart your computer, but Safari or whichever internet browser you use has to be closed and do a restart. So therefore you want to save the text somewhere. With screenshots, we can simply do a screenshot, but the issue with that is that we have to enter the text manually afterwards. We have to look at the image and write the text. But what if we can simply grab the text? So let's say I'm opening the Notes app here. Alright, and let's say this is a new note. We can simply drag this text to the desktop, and you'll see that we get a screen clip of that. So opening this up, I know it's a little small, but we can now copy this text as though it were a text file back into here. Is that easy?
Yeah.
I see some confused faces around. So this is really helpful, like I said, if you have an online form where you have a big text field, you filled out the text, right? But you don't want to submit it yet. But you do want to save the text. So what you want to do is you want to simply select your text, drag it to the desktop. Oops, not that. Select it, drag it to the desktop, let go of it, and there it is. The downside to a screenshot is if we take a screenshot, it's an image, right? We can't pull the text from this. Okay? So doing it this way means that we get access to the entire text. And obviously if the text was made bold or it had the colours changed to it, whatever, it can copy this. And this is known as rich text. Having the text be able to not just be a plain text format, but actually contain rich text, colours, italics, underline, all that kind of stuff. Alright, moving on. Previewing anything. This is really essential because we always want to look at a photo, for example, and we click on the icon, and what do we do then? We hit spacebar. What happens is we get preview popping up, and then we hit spacebar again, and we get it closing down. So this is really simple to use when we want to flick through a couple of photos. For example, on my desktop here, I've got some pictures. We select the picture. We hit spacebar, alright, and it opens up the preview window. Now it doesn't open the application itself. That would happen when you double click on this. You see we get the application opening up, preview, but we can't actually move around really quickly, so we always have to close the window, go back to it, open the next one. And so to make it easy on ourselves, just hit that, hit spacebar, and then we can use the arrow keys to just switch between the icons and the images. Easy?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You just say that again. Can you just go through that again?
Okay, go through that again. So, we have a lot of images, but we don't want to open them all individually to find the one that we're looking for. So, we're looking for them, and we can't find it, and we have to open them all individually. Now, just think if you have a lot of holiday photos, right? And the list just gets longer and longer. A really simple way of doing this is simply selecting what you want to look at and hitting spacebar, and it opens up in a preview window. Okay?
Yes.
Then we can use the arrow keys to just flick between them, and you'll see it actually highlights the one in the background that we're on. So now we're on this one up here. And you can just flick between them. Okay?
So you use the arrow keys, is it right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So
Oh.
you can essentially click on them with the mouse as well, like this. But because the image is in front of our Finder window in the background, we can't always reach it. So that's why we simply use the arrow keys to get around. Okay?
Excuse me.
Yep.
What are you achieving that you can't do by clicking on that little icon? Yeah, there.
That one?
Yeah.
Yep.
The next one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Isn't that the same thing?
it is the same thing. But what if you want to look at, for example, a text file or something else? So I don't have any. Oh, I do have our slideshow here. So we can also preview the slideshow. We can very quickly flick between the slides and have a look without having to open up the application. So certainly you can do this. But what if you have a long list to go through and you only see the little thumbnails and you really want to dig into it? That's when this comes in handy. Okay, so what else can we do? We can also select multiple items with this. So let me show you the single one, but you can select multiple items, and you know how to do that, holding down Command and just clicking on the ones or Shift and selecting the range. That happens with that as well. Now also slideshows. People always ask, how do we quickly look at slideshow photos? And a really simple way of doing that is selecting all the photos that you want to be part of that slideshow and just pressing Command Option Y, and that opens up essentially the same window, just in full screen, and it automatically rotates on, I think, a 5-second rotation of the images. That's really helpful. Now, the dictionary. Alright, so we can quickly find a word using the trackpad or using, if you don't have the force touch trackpad like this one, you can also use the regular mouse holding down the control button. So let's see how that works. Okay. Ah. Go back to our notes. And we want to find out what this is all about. So we can control click, we can say look up, and here we go. We get a dictionary definition. And if you've got some other languages in your system, you'll see them down there. And that's just a really simple way of doing it.
Is that right control on your
No, literally just select the word, hold down the control button, click on it, and that is essentially right click. But if you do this, the force click, does everyone know what the force click is?
No.
It's when you highlight the word and you press D. So on the force touch trackpad of the new Macs, you can click once, or you can click deeper, and you can actually feel it as though there were two steps, like on the camera, right? When you press slightly to focus, then press deeper in order to take the photo. It's similar to that.
So you won't delete the word?
No. No.
Okay.
Perfect. The next thing, signatures. Now, have you guys done this before? Have you heard about this? Signing your documents, you don't have to print them out, you can sign them and scan them, and then send them off. You can do it directly on the computer. Right? So this is actually really exciting. So we'll actually spend a second doing this. So we end the slideshow here. Minimize that. And now we've got this awesome screenshot that we took earlier of our calendar. Now, for some reason, we need to put a signature in here. So just think that this is a form, for example, and we want to put a signature in there. So what do? We open the file, the screenshot here, and then at the top here, you see this little icon that looks like a marker. Click on that. And down here, you click on the signature tab. Now, because I'm on a Mac, I get two options. I can either choose trackpad or the camera. And so what we'll do here is we will use the trackpad, and then we can start signing. And once we're done, we can just press any key, either spacebar there, and then we have a signature. Click done, and now we are able to paste the signature somewhere in our document. We can scale it to fit the size of the form, and then of course we can save it just by pressing Command S. That's obviously the save command on Mac. Now if we look at this again, we can see the signature is actually inside the file. So there's no need to print it out, to sign it, to scan it, and then to send it off to someone else. You can all do it on Mac. There's another way, and I'll show you this as well. We open that up again, go to the marker tool, click on the signature thing. We can create a signature using the camera. Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. So we can get a pen and a paper. We can sign some squiggly line, like this. And it will actually pick it up at some point. Maybe the contrast is not too good. You can try this at home, I guarantee you. Alright, we'll cancel.
When you use the
Yeah.
squiggly one with your hand, did you just write on the mouse track?
On the trackpad itself, yeah.
So you just use your finger, do your signature on the
That's right, yeah. You can use a finger. I believe a stylus works as well if you've got one of those and you prefer a pen-like feel. But yeah, it's all about just pressing the signature button, click here to begin, and then you can sign. So you get a preview of your actual trackpad here, and you just start signing. And then once you're done, like it says there, press any key, either the spacebar, and then you get done, and then that becomes an available signature. So If you have a desktop, this option is not going to be available with the trackpad. You will have to go to make it work. And it does work.
Now,
Yep.
and that can be stored. That can be
This can be
filed.
stored. It's actually securely stored on Mac. It's not a file. I don't know how it's stored, to be honest with you, but it is securely stored so that it can't be accessed and your signature forged. But yes, so if you have, for example, the computer and under the same user account 2 people use it, you can store 2 different signatures and just select the one you need.
Ooh.
Like this one here. So we've created the first one and created the second one. And if we've already pasted our first one in there, we want to paste the second one in there, just click on it, drag it to the place where we need to sign, let go, save it. And there it is.
So what about the security? So if you have your signature like sitting on your computer,
It
and
does not
anybody
computer.
can sign any form on your behalf if they can get it.
If they can get into your user account, and if they can go past your password and into your actual preview application here, to this tab, they will be in this.
Where does that file stored to access it tomorrow?
If I want to paste a signature tomorrow,
So I don't have to go through it all again.
yes. So it is actually saved inside the preview application. So you know that when we open a file like this one, it opens in preview, right? That's this little icon down the bottom,
Ah,
right? And inside here is where we get all the features. So we have the marker pen and layout the system in here. If we want to delete them, click the X, do it again, and then we get the same option to start over. Okay.
can't drag that signature to the desktop.
And I don't think you can, because it is restricted into as to where it goes. So if we can quickly try and do that. No, you won't be able to drag it out of the application over on the side. Alright then, let's continue. Dictation. I'm a student, right? I'm a business student, and I get a lot of homework. Now, reading an article here, writing an essay there, you don't have to do it yourself, right? You can let the computer do it too. So you can listen to essentially the text instead of reading it yourself, and you can also speak it instead of typing it yourself. And this is really helpful because with this, I can simply select the text that I want it to read to me. I can sit back, I can read with it if I feel like it, or I can just let it read it. So, the other option that we get is speaking. So let's say we've written down some text and we want to type it into the computer. Why would you want to type it, right? You can speak it. And it's actually pretty good at picking it up. So, let's do this. So here we have to go into So here we need to look at 2 tabs. The accessibility tab and the system preferences window, which is this one down here, and the keyboard one, which is this one up here. First of all, accessibility. We then go down to which one's the dictation. And if you've never turned on dictation, there will be an option to turn it on here. I've done it before, so the option doesn't show up right now. But under keyboard, sorry, not keyboard, where's it? Speech. Yep, cool. So here we can select our voice that we want to speak to us.
Hello, my name is Karen. I'm an Australian English voice.
Alright, so that's about as close as we can get here. So we've adjusted the speed to be alright, and we've set a shortcut, which in this case, in my case here, we can change it, is option escape. Now, let's go to our notes. Select the text. Option escape.
This is a new note.
You can speak it out to you. Now, this really comes in handy when you have a really long text, right? So just imagine the thing reading the website to you, right? If we want to speak some text and we want to type in here what we say, we have to turn that on as well. And dictation is under the keyboard settings, system preferences, under the speech. At the end here we have dictation tabs. And we can, by default it's off, or we can turn it on and we can select the shortcut access. So here we go, we press function key twice, and then it allows us voice function key twice. Then it allows us to pick up text text, you can already see your microphone level bouncing up and down. Let's go back here. Function twice. This is the text somewhere. I don't know. This is the text.
Sure.
Before the text. great option there. So, hello. How are you all today? Okay, so here it done so that we don't get interrupted here. So that's a really quick way of allowing you to speak text to the computer, and it's actually pretty good at picking it up. So thought I'd put that out there. It's actually pretty helpful, especially for me. All right. Any questions about that?
What I've used it for is to type up some family history, because I'm the only one that knows it.
Yeah, it's great. You can just speak it and it'll
And I've got 20 pages, I suppose, I've done over the...
yeah, don't want to type that out yourself.
No, but it's just facts that I've learned from my parents or grandparents.
That's come along in leaps and bounds since the early days.
Yes. I certainly remember I started on Mac OS X 10.4 Tiger. I'm sure some of you might remember earlier versions than Tiger, but yeah, it's certainly pretty good.
You had to go through, that those days, you had to go through and edit the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rubbish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. You guys are teaching me something. All right, now dictation is pretty good. Now, we've looked at quick scoping into the image to see what it's all about and finding the one that we need. But what about importing it in the first place? Well, we can very easily import using image capture. And does anyone remember image capture? It's pretty big back in the days before the Photos app. Nowadays we get the Photos app on the computer, but it allows us to essentially do the same thing without all the bloat all around it. So, image capture can be found inside the Launchpad and inside the image capture. Simply type it in, and there it is. Click on image capture. Opens up this little window. Now you can now connect your camera to the Mac through the USB port. For example, I've got an old iPhone here. Just taking some pictures of that this morning. There we go. It instantly connects. Got the device at the top here. And we've got 3 images on there. Now from here we can select all the ones that we want to import. And down here we can say import to. And we want to choose, for example, the desktop. That's where all the stuff goes, right? We then hit import all. You'll notice you saw a quick flash on the window there. It's actually on the desktop, so there it is. There it is. Those are our 3 images. Okay.
Surely the iPhone is connected to iPhotos, so
Thinking was the answer. That's awesome. No.
I
So
don't see them.
what if you? This is demonstrating only on iPhone, right? But what if you have a camera that's not connected to iCloud, right? So you all have cameras, right? Thought it was just my generation that's stuck on the phones. But we all have cameras, right? And we connect them to the computer either by pulling out the SD card, plugging it in, or by using the cable on the camera. And this is, image capture is really helpful in that because with image capture, we get our device listed on the side, so in this case this is the iPhone, but what if this were the Canon camera, right? And we can very easily select all of them, and we can import them all, and we can also say, down here, yes, we can import them anywhere we want. We can select different options here, like making subfolders for each camera, or making PDF right away of all the photos. We can email them right away, or we can just click on other, and then we get an option to choose another location. Alright, easy.
Work with a USB stick for
I don't believe it works with USB stick, just because a USB stick is not recognized as a camera device.
Works for scan as well.
Scanners? Not this one.
Printers.
No.
Oh yeah, I use it on a printer scanner.
Oh, it does?
Oh yeah, yeah. A Canon printer.
I've just go straight into.
The program finds it, it puts your image in the printer and scan it, and it appears on the desktop.
That's awesome. Great. Okay.
It's quick as that.
Perfect.
It's the best way to do it.
So
you do that instead of using the other?
Yes,
system?
yes. Instead of using scanner, the Canon gear,
Probably faster.
the program finds your scanner.
I think it also rotates them automatically, right? So if you've got images that are flipped sideways, you can automatically rotate them using image capture, I believe. And what about batch renaming? Has everyone come across the problem where you have a folder that contains photos, for example, from all different types of cameras, so they've used all different types of naming formats, right? So you might have something that looks a little bit like IMG 1115, IMG 1116, and then you get a totally different format in the next file. And if you sort by name, the problem is they're not in chronological order of how you took them. And so you have to sort them in the column by last changed or modified the date. But now, what if you want to all merge them essentially into the same format? You can easily do that using the batch rename process. So I think everyone knows that you return click or right click rename in order to rename a file, right? That's pretty basic. But what if you want to rename an entire range of files? You don't want to sit there and go through the holiday photos, rename one after the other. And we can actually go back here, go to Photos and Pictures folder. And I will quickly change the view at the top here so that we get them in a list view. Now you can see what I mean. This camera at the top, took photos in this format here, putting the date, the month, the day, the year, the month, the day, sorry, the time, and the file extension, which is pretty much the same for all the files. But then this camera here changed the format. So here we've got IMG 4575. And obviously, if you sort by name, like we have here, we get all of those at the top. We get all the numbers at the top, and then we get them listed in alphabetical order. But what if we want to change the view so that it displays by date modified? You can see here, we have the icon, so the image, this one here, was taken before the others, therefore it appears in the middle. So we select them all, we right click, and we can say rename 14 items. Click on that. And we get an option here to rename the items in the Finder. We can add a format, and then we can, for example, put something in here, something that goes at the beginning, like image, and then we can say we add a number after or before the name. We actually get a little preview down here of what the file is going to look like. So we get image1.png, hit rename, and then it renames them all in the order. So we get 1, 2, 3 by that. It's really helpful. So now, if you do sort by name, you actually get them all in that order. Because it's now comparing the format of the name. Any questions? No?
I was doing something like that quite recently. I had a bunch of pictures and I wanted to control the sequence that came up in. And I brought them up in the icon view and shuffled them around.
Yeah.
And then I saved them and I put them in the and then did that and then I got them frozen into that sequence.
Yeah. But now what if you update the computer and something goes wrong, right? And the view changes here, so right now we're sorting by name. What if you then sort by a different column and then it all goes off again? So it's really a great way of doing this, especially when you import photos from 2 or more different cameras, right? Because they have different formats. Alright, let's get back here. Find anything? You guys all using Spotlight searches? Excellent, so you know how this works. I won't bother you guys on this. So we use the command and the spacebar key to bring up the Spotlight window. And we can also, as you know, you can move the Spotlight around. Oops. How's that? Here we go. Brings up the Spotlight. And of course, you can move the window around. So if you get it stuck in some strange position where you don't want it, you can either easily drag the window yourself, or you can just click and hold the menu bar icon, which is this one up here, and then it resends. So I thought I'd just put that out there. Great. Screen recordings. Everyone needs that, right? So we quickly go into, we don't don't need to install any additional software, unlike Windows. So we quickly go into Launchpad, hit up QuickTime, open QuickTime, go to File, New Screen Recording, and here we can actually select, we can actually select which microphone we want to use if we record sound as well. And you can also show mouse clicks in recording. So we check that, hit the button, we can select an area that we wish to record, for example this one, start recording, and now it records. If we click, or do some changes, it actually captures those and puts a little circle around them. So this comes in handy when you want to share maybe you've got some idea of how you've done something and you want to demonstrate it on the computer and share it with everyone. That's a great way of doing it. You don't have to install any additional tools or anything like that. It's all there on the back inside the QuickTime. If you want to stop that, go up to the menu bar, you see the little icon up there. Click on that. And there we go, we get the video.
That will capture anything that's coming up on the screen, will it?
If it's inside that selected area that we did, then yes. You can also just click without selecting a specific area, and it'll capture the entire screen. That's really helpful. Of course, you can see those, so you get those circles when we clicked on something, and that really allows you to share how something was done, because everyone can see where you clicked. See that? So I'm sure not everyone needs this, but if there is a case where you want it, then the option's there.
Where would you use that? When
When would you want to make it a screen recording?
When you're videoing something and you use QuickTime or?
The QuickTime is usually, well, it's originally designed as essentially a media player, right? You can play your video or audio files with QuickTime, and the application has extensions, right? One of those extensions is the screen recording aspect of it. You can also record if you have an iPhone or an iPad connected to it. You can also use QuickTime to record the screen of your iPad, for example, and show people how you've done something. Right? So that's when it comes in handy. You don't use it all the time, obviously, but if there is something that you want to share with everyone, then I think QuickTime is definitely the way to go.
I think it's quite a good way too if there's like a YouTube video or something like that you want to
Excellent, yeah.
show to say a talk like this and you haven't got Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your YouTube thing into full screen and record it like that and then play it like that.
Yep, definitely. Okay, let's move on. Is everyone using mission control? No? Okay. Do you know what it is? Everyone? Perfect. So no one actually uses it. Okay, alright, so mission, tell you all about this. Mission control is solving the one problem, and that's where my Windows go. Right? Not Windows as in the operating system, but Windows as in Finder window or Safari windows. And to do that, we simply use the shortcut Control and then the up key. We can also switch between spaces using Control right left. Okay? I'll show you how this works. So we quickly end the slideshow. And let's open up Safari, and let's just open up the Apple website, tapping into the internet. Let's also open up the contacts, and let's open up Downloads app. Alright, cool. Now we want to see really quickly, where do all the windows go? What's in each window? We can do this either by doing it the manual way, and that's looking down here on the dock, and those little icons underneath there you'll see represent open windows. But there's a much easier way. You can hold down the Control key, press the up key, and now it's all in one space. Right? We can quickly see, this is where the notes app went. We can click on it and it brings it to the front. Right? Simple. Do that again. You can just choose between all the open windows that you have here, close them if you want to, go back to it, switch between them. Now what I mean by spaces, you notice when you do this, at the top here, you get desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3, and if you go over here, you can actually add more desktops. And this really allows you to expand, or well, to maximize, I guess, the real estate on your screen. So on the first desktop, we have all the icons. What if we move over to the next desktop? And we can do that using Control, and then just flip through them. Okay. So, for example, if my PowerPoint presentation is open in this one, and I don't want to do anything else here, I can quickly change to another desktop. I can work on something in here. I can switch to this one, and it's brand new. I can open up my little window here with the image. And of course, I'm editing the image, putting the signature in there. Press the up key, and you can go back to all your desktops. So you can easily switch between them using Control, and then left or right keys, depending on which way the space is on which side.
Clipboard work between those windows.
Yeah, certainly. So clipboard is the universal feature, right? So you can copy something in here and paste it somewhere else. It's essentially just extending the amount of screen space you can have. This is really helpful, to be honest. All right. Now, of course, you get all the slides afterwards, so don't bother writing down those sort of information. But okay, let's move on. Smart folders, they've got to be one of the most underutilized features on a Mac, and I think, you know, if you're one of the early adopters of a Mac, then you might remember this. I certainly have never used these. I never had a need to use them. But I thought I'd put them in here because they're quite interesting in how they work. So what we can do here is we can dynamically keep track of files, for example. So you know when you create a folder, it's static, you put stuff into the folder, you open up the folder, get stuff out of the folder. But what if you can have a dynamic folder? And what that means is you assign a set of criteria to the folder. For example, put all the files in there that will change within the last 15 minutes. And the folder automatically keeps track of all the files no matter where they are. If you don't specify they live in that folder, it's just, I guess, a shortcut of a folder that collects all the information into one place. It's really easy to set them up. We have to go to our Finder window. Here's our Finder window. And actually, there it is. Okay. Go up to File, New Smart Folder. Click on that. Now, you see up here, we get this little search button, and we can manually search for folders or files, but we can also add criteria, clicking the plus button. So here we go, we can change the kind of file that's supposed to go into the folder, and we can also, for example, look for a specific name, look for a file that was created or modified at this point. But for example, if we want to put all the PowerPoint files that we have into this folder, we can simply click on kind, is, and it's like a sentence, right? It reads off like a sentence. Is presentation, so if the kind is presentation, then you can see we get some PowerPoint files in this folder. As we add to the file system, we don't necessarily have to change the criteria because it always updates automatically. You know, save it, and it'll ask us where do you want to save this folder to. So first of all, give it a name. PowerPoint. We can save it to desktop, for example. And we can also add it to the sidebar. Now, of course, you probably already know this. The sidebar is this little window here, this pane over here. So if we add to sidebar, save, we've got this new folder on the side. PowerPoints. And of course on the desktop. Open it up, we get this window here. And as you create a new PowerPoint, it always goes into this folder. And of course you can change the criteria later on.
So can you also save it in the same place, and, you know, in a different place, and save it in the same way as you would? So you're saving it in two places.
And you're not saving it into the folder, you're saving it anywhere on the computer.
Right.
The folder is essentially just, I guess, think of it as a container that automatically looks through the file system and pulls any files that match the criteria assigned to the folder into the folder. So it's a shortcut, it doesn't save it.
It doesn't double the storage, does it?
No, it
It's
doesn't.
the same size.
That's
even
right.
if it's twice.
That's right. So there's no need to worry about that. That's essentially just collecting wherever they are in the file system, collecting and putting them into the folder.
Can you drag individual data into those files?
Certainly. So when we open this up, we have our pictures folder. Now you notice this, we can't drag them in here because this is not essentially a folder and it's like this one, right? This one is the blue folder, this is good. We can drag stuff into this folder. But this one, the one that we just created, the smart folder, isn't essentially a folder, right? It's more like a concept of a folder. It's a container that information gets pulled into. So therefore, it's kind of like summing up all the things that match the criteria, putting them in one place without it actually being a full-on folder. So we can't drag anything into the folder. We can only change the criteria of what is going into the folder. So for example,
Spiritual folder.
yeah, you can think of it as a virtual folder.
Like rules and emails.
Yeah, email rules. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Can I just ask another question about that smart folder?
Go ahead.
If you've, for example, I'm in business and I keep on, when I'm working in Excel, I will work on an Excel file and then I will save it as number 1 and then number 2, number 3, number 4 as I work on it. So I can always go back to what I did, for, whatever. And then when I finish the whole lot, I write the word final. So for all my clients all over, I've got this final file and it's written the word and save. So could I create a dynamic folder that would collect all the
versions?
that have final in it?
Certainly. So, let's quickly have a look at this. So we go back to final. Let's make a new one. So we go up to the file, we go up to new smart folder, we go up to the plus button, and in the plus button, having pressed the plus button, we can essentially add a lot of rules, right? So first one is name. What if the name now matches something that you've said, or like you said, ends with, and then in here, final?
Yeah.
Right, something like that.
Yeah.
So how you create this smart folder is totally up to you. There are hundreds of possibilities. You can also sort by, well, okay, let's do another name. Is not, for example, and therefore negate anything that you put in that box. And you just build it however you want to, but it's certainly possible. Yeah.
And
Thank you.
if you delete something later on from that smart folder, does it delete from the other folder that it might be in too or not?
So the smart folder, like I said, is a virtual folder.
Yeah,
Only pulls
doesn't
them.
matter.
So if you delete them over here, it will get deleted from this folder.
Delete them both.
Yeah.
It's like a shortcut.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
shortcut.
Perfect. Alright, let's move on. The next thing here, special characters. You all, well, for me, I write in multiple languages,
So
right?
can I just ask one thing? So subsequent to that question, if you were trying to clean up your Mac with stuff all over the place, and you created a virtual folder of all the things of this, say maybe an organisation or a folder that you're not going to do anymore, you could put them all into one folder, anything with that organisation's name on, and then delete block, just like that. And that'd be right up your Mac.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, special characters. We can hold down the key, for example, if you want to put an accent over an E. If you're writing, for example, what do you need this for? In another language, right, that means an accent over the E. We can just hold the key. So we can actually see this if we go to our notes app, for example, and so we hold the E, and we get a lot of options here. Right? All we do is hold down the key, and we can choose which one we want. For example, this one, and I know it's a little small, where we actually get the character. And obviously, in other languages, if you add them to your system, it will expand and list of possibilities. For example, an A, hold down the A, we get a lot of options here. We can use the number pad to select the option that corresponds to what we need, or we can simply click on it.
What about degrees?
Degrees is usually, I believe, isn't there for low? No, it's only for letters. There is a way. I might just figure this out and let you know after the presentation. But there's certainly a way if you want to do a degree symbol in there.
Can I just ask, just push down on the A,
Yep. hold the A.
Okay, so you've taken your finger off and it actually is still there. Because I was trying to put an accent over an A the other day,
Yeah.
and I pushed the A and I saw them all and I thought, well, that's good. But I didn't know, I couldn't take away my finger to slide along to get the accent.
That's right, so you just hold it until this pops up,
Yeah.
and let go, and it's still there. And you can then just use the mouse to select one or press the number that corresponds with it like that. And then it's in there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, again, the emoji keyboard, if anyone's into emojis, do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You can do the shortcut as well. Oops. And that is a command, control, space. Let's try that out. Command, control, space. There we go. So you can select from a list of emojis, flags, all the fancy stuff, right? It's all there. Okay. Let's move on. Split screen multitasking, everyone? Familiar with that feature? No? Okay. This is actually where Apple lags a little behind because the only option we get here is using, if we want to put two windows side by side, for example, our PowerPoint and our Notes app, we can hold down the green button, just hold it down, then we can let it drop on this area or that area. And then so that's not to this side. And on that side, we can now, for example, pull up the Notes app, like so. And we can resize, scale it to however we need it. And now we're working full screen. We can essentially multitask a lot easier. This works with any application that's capable of this feature. Any application that's capable of this feature, which is most of them. And of course, your typical space is applied. So if we quickly control up, we can see that's our one space there. And it's created a new one called PowerPoint and Notes between desktop 1 and desktop 2. Click on that, and we get back to our full screen version. Alright? If you do use Windows, or have used Windows before, you will know that in Windows it's a lot easier. You can simply drag the window to the top and it snaps full screen, or lock it to the sides and it does that. Unfortunately, Apple hasn't put up that, so for now, I recommend you either use Magnet, which is this one here, or Better Snap Tool, which is that one. You can get those from the App Store. They do cost a little bit. Like I believe Magnet is $1 or something, and Better Snap Tool is like $4 or something like that. But definitely worth having if you want to have that convenience of being able to drag it into the corner or snapping it to an area of the window. All right, let's move on.
Can I just, when you hold with the green, that green line, the first one you do then just goes into the half size, half the screen. When you pull up another one, do you have to be beside it? Do you have to do that green thing again, or does it just naturally go into the other?
If the window's already open, right? Like we saw that earlier, we had our notes that already open.
It was already open.
It gave us the option of being able to snap it into that space, and that was simply done by clicking on the application. If it's not like that, you can hold the button, and it will do the same thing. But this is typically how it works. Signing up. When we get the Mac out of the box, this is what it looks like, right? And then you get to this point here. That's when we start dragging stuff to the desktop, and nothing really snaps to the grid. Right? The things just start to layer, and it starts to look a bit messy. So what do? Two important things. We snap the icons to the grid, and we can also change the doc folder view. You go down here, we get the downloads folder, for example, it becomes a messy stack of things. So I'll show you what this is all about. Alright, let's open up an empty space, this one here. And you can see you can start to layer things, and it gets really messy, especially when you get files on the desktop. It's difficult to find the one that you're looking for. And so what we can do is we can right click, show view options, and in here, in this little desktop view options window, we can say sort by, we can choose snap to grid. And then then we can say, close that. Now you realise that when you start dragging them, they no longer can layer. So you can't leave that there. It will automatically adjust to a set grid, which is invisible here. And you can easily organise them without having to worry about dragging them just slightly off position, which covers essentially something in the background. Also, down here, downward spotted, there's nothing in there right now, but if we open it up, you realise it becomes a stack. So let's quickly open this up, drag a lot of unuseful stuff in there, like so. And now you realise if we click on this, we get this stack. And obviously, as the downward folly grows, the stack gets bigger and bigger and bigger, taller and taller and taller, and it looks a bit messy. So what we can do is we can right click, and first of all, we can display it as a folder into the stack. So now we get a folder icon. We then right click again, and we can choose between the fan, the grid, or the list. So the fan you saw earlier, it's this thing here. The grid, there's this thing here, and the list is this thing here. I typically just keep it as a list because it makes it look a lot neater. Alright, now I know I'm running out of time, so let's quickly move on. On that, check your Mac. Anyone got some tips? Useful tips? No? Okay. First thing, instantly locking your Mac. Really important. Command, Control, Q. Hold those down, and it locks the Mac. Nothing, it doesn't log you out. It just locks the screen so that you need a password if you have a password set up to get back into it. If you come from the Windows world, you'll know Windows key L to lock it. On Mac, Command, Control, Q will do the same. Install AdBlock Plus on your browsers. Really just, I guess, an extension which minimizes the amount of ads that you get on websites. That's really easily done. You just Google how to do it for your browser. For example, Safari, you can actually go to the preferences, go into the extensions, and install from there. Malwarebytes for Mac. Have you guys all got security software on there or anything? Antivirus, anti-malware? Malwarebytes is pretty good. And of course, time machine backups. Now, I want to stress here, and I know this was in your newsletter months ago, but I want to stress here the importance of encrypted backups, right? Because what happens is you do backup, you put the drive somewhere, someone steals the drive, they plug it into their computer, and they can access your data. But if you encrypt it, you need a password to unlock it. Right? So that's easily set up in system preferences, time machine settings, and when you first set up your backup, you can choose set up an encrypted backup, and then put your password and so on. And that basically prevents anyone from, if someone, for example, broke into your house, stole your hard drive, they plug it in, they can read your information. If it's encrypted, they need a password to get to the information. Okay?
If you've already got it set up, can you still encrypt it, or can you only encrypt it at the start when you start using it?
I believe it's in the setup process, so you won't be able to do it once it's already running. So you might just have to go ahead and put in the backup or something like that and start over again.
When we encrypted, it seemed to do beautiful things to our use of data. It just absolutely chewed through it, and the only thing we thought it was that it was because it was encrypting it, so the IMF had holiday daughters.
This is
unlimited data.
Is this the time machine backup though, or is this
time machine.
firewall?
No, it's time machine coming, it's time machine that runs in computers.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it's an absolute nightmare, and I was worried that you 40 gigs a month, we were going to pay over it, and it seemed to just be encrypting it.
But you are backing it to a hard drive, a local hard drive, so therefore it shouldn't be going out to the internet. Unless you set up obviously a cloud backup, which is another thing I won't get into right now. But if you have that sounds more of a cloud backup because it's going to the network, out the network. If you set it up, then it would, yes. But if you just do the general hard drive encryption setup, you shouldn't be getting any problems. Alright, I'll quickly move into this picture. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you this. Just because of the internet, I forgot to log into the internet earlier. What we can do is we can pop out a video. For example, if you watch something on YouTube, an instructional video, for example, and you want to do replication on your computer, you can control, double click the video and select picture in picture. I promise it's an option that's there. And that pops out the video from its frame and drops it into a corner on your desktop. And then it always stays in front, and you can move your other windows around in the background. You can minimize Safari or wherever you started the video from, and it still runs in the corner. You can resize it, and it's really easy because it allows you to really, I guess, focus on your work while having that window up there. If you watch, for example, an instructional video, you can easily replicate it if you have picture-in-picture mode set. Help them out, okay? We have an option here for screen sharing. If you open up the screen sharing app, just you know how to do this, go to Command Spacebar to bring up what's called Spotlight. Search for screen sharing. It opens a little window, that's it. You put in the Apple ID of the person that you want to assist, and then they confirm. And as you can see here, this is your desktop, your wallpaper, your computer, and inside you get this window. Okay, inside you get this window of the person that you're currently connected to, and you can just use your mouse to interact with their screen. And that's, if you have someone that you want to show something to or want to help out remotely, that's a great option to do. You don't have to install any additional software. And you can also transfer files from your Finder to someone else's Finder, just for dragging and dropping. And cool. Email and Group files. Everyone's guilty of that, right? Up to 5 gigabytes in size using mail drop. And the way this works is you open up an email, you drag your files into it, and it gives you a little message that reads, it's too big to send, right? Would you like to use mail drop? Now, what happens here is mail drop is a feature that was recently introduced, which uploads the documents to iCloud, your iCloud account, sends the email, and actually the recipient, within 30 days of you uploading this, is able to download the documents. Now again, this only goes up to 5 gigabytes, so that should be plenty, right? Yep. Cool. I promise the very last one, revert files. I think you said that at the back earlier when you want to look at your file history. Mac is great at that because it uses file journaling. And what that means is as soon as you create a file, it automatically in the background creates a version 1 of the file. And then as you keep editing the file, it stores versions similar to time machine backups to which you can then revert later on. And we can do that simply by going to the app, for example, text edit, going up to the file menu, going to browse all versions, and there we can see versions. I'll quickly demonstrate this. So here's a file that I created yesterday. Now this is an update I did at 10:54 p.m. But I want to go back a couple of versions. So I go up to File, I go to Revert to, and I go to Browse All Versions. Here, I get something similar to the time machine backup, which gives me different dates to which I can revert the file. And obviously, it's a bit of a timeline going back here. I can use either this key, so you can see 50, 53, 52, 51, all the way back to 49 when I created the file. So this is really helpful because sometimes you think, oh, I made a change, I saved it, I can't go back. So, pull this up, revert back to where you need to go, and you're there.
So if you're doing this, how long does it last for, like you?
As long as the file is there. So if you get rid of the file, it also gets rid of its history, right? But if the file is still there, this just keeps going indefinitely.
So if you took it here, something in the same right rather than a new page, it would go back to all the other versions of that page.
Yeah, so think of a time machine backup, right? You make a backup and you're able to go back as many versions as you've got saved. And this happens in the background. Text files are not that big, but they're really small, so therefore the history can go back quite a far way. You can either restore or you can click done, exit back out of it. Great, okay. So there we go. That's 21 tips. What's next? macOS for hardware is coming out a couple of months' time. Get lots of new features. You can check it out already online. Just Google it, and it's the next operating system for macOS. It brings many features such as apps compatible. Some apps that you might remember from the iPad, for example, the Stocks app, or I believe a couple others. You get a dark theme in gallery view. That's a new view in Finder. You get new desktop stacks, which automatically pull your desktop information into categories. You get new screenshot and quick look controls, so definitely check that out if you're into screenshots, and group FaceTime, which you might use. Right. Any questions? Go ahead.
My pet question for this time, what's your personal recommendation now? Do we sit and wait when this new version comes out, or do we go straight away? Or leave it a few months?
Generally, because the beta testing is already underway, so as a developer, for example, I get a lot of updates from the community on the latest features, or you know, I'm already able to download this version in its beta version, okay, and I can preview it, I can send reports back to Apple saying this works, this doesn't work, and so by the time it comes out, it's been through pretty rigorous testing, and I think they have a pretty decent history as well, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. I would just, as soon as it comes out, I'll just install it right away.
Yep.
Perfect.
When you do a backup on Time Machine, what happens to the previous backups? Are they retained, or do you just...
So Time Machine has got a pretty unique way of doing it. So if we go to the Time Machine preferences, here we can read, Time Machine keeps local snapshots as space permits. So what that means is essentially regular backups are made, and on your backup drive, unless it's full, those local snapshots are kept on your Mac as well. Hourly backups for the past 24 hours. After that, daily backups for the past month. And after that, weekly backups for previous months. So therefore, if your hard drive that you back up to is big enough, you can essentially keep going for a very long time.
Yeah, that's why. The reason I asked that was with the encrypted one. You probably have to back it up several times before you got rid of the previous one.
I'd argue it's fairly similar.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth checking out.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Sorry for going over time.
I know some of us heads are really yeah.
Like I said, I'll make this available to you guys after.
Awesome. So we'll all look forward to that and be able to go over it at our own pace. Not only but I actually jotted down a few reminders to think what to go back to. There was so much, so that's fantastic. Because I feel like I knew a fair amount on there, but yeah, that was great. Thank you so much.
The club runs a Facebook page. Would it be alright putting this on Facebook?
Yeah, certainly. I will.
It's a private page, yeah.
Yes, private. I thought it would be good for people that weren't.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll wrap this all up as a PDF format and you can upload it.
Now, Olaf is repeating this presentation if you want a second bite of it. And that's going to be at St Luke's on Tuesday, the 28th of August at 2 p.m. Yes, at St Luke's. So maybe we'll see some of you there. I'll certainly try and